Welcome to a special market summary from Eve Prosper. I'm your host Lockefox, and we're here to give you the biggest news from EVE Online's latest expansion, Ascension. First, before we begin, I would like to welcome all our new and returning alpha pilots. Do you want to know more about the EVE Online economy? Tune in to our weekly analysis live, Fridays at 0400 on both Twitch and YouTube at Eve Prosper. Starting in Plex, Ascension is popping the fall bubble. Where prices peaked around EVE Vegas, a perfect storm has collected to crash the price of Plex. First, as alphas arrive into the game, we expect Plex to ISK conversion, so pilots can skip straight to the best parts. Second, industrialists converting from POS to the new engineering complexes are spending enormous amounts of cash ISK to refit their operation, squeezing that cash out of Plex reserves. Last, a generous holiday sale on new Plex, though seasonal, is finally bringing the market back down to the 1 billion mark. Ascension has fundamentally changed the equation for Plex going forward. Though we expect an exciting new future with alpha clones, their arrival puts downward pressure on Plex prices in the medium term. These new pilots are driving pent-up demand back into the market, and we expect a lot of that cash to be wrung out of Plex. We expect Plex prices to continue trending downward towards 900 million early in the new year. Turning our view to skill injectors, things are getting interesting amid Plex swings. Though it has been, up until recently, a profitable business, just extracting skill points in so-called zombie farms, Plex volatility ahead of Ascension threatened that business. As Plex drops precipitously thanks to the holiday sales, we are enjoying a brief period of profitability. Unfortunately, we expect this to be temporary. As the cost of base clones and the premium on skill points fall, veteran pilots who could best consume these injectors are locked out thanks to the high penalties. Looking at the markets as a whole, things are starting to look bright. Though this fall has felt anemic on the total market front, Ascension has finally put the market back into high gear. Our base categories of ships and materials are up significantly, thanks directly to Ascension. And though total trade is tracking up, it's not entirely on the backs of RMT items like skill injectors and Plex. This growth in base demand is heartening for any market watcher. We expect a high tide to rise all boats in this case into the new year. Turning our view to the PvP numbers, things are looking equally bright. Fans of the show will know that our outlook on recent PvP stats have been rather dismal. A strong signal of pent-up activity post-Vegas pointed to pilots in holding patterns ahead of Ascension. Even right after launch, the PvP numbers did not immediately spike. But now, with a couple of weeks of activity on the books, things are starting to look particularly good. In fact, traffic has grown even through a traditional lull over the Thanksgiving holidays. Though we would like to see the value destroyed numbers grow a little further, the total number of kills has risen at an astonishing rate thanks to all the new pilots post-Ascension. Last on our tour is Isotopes, which were hit with a 1-2 punch thanks to Ascension. First, as fleet boosting moves into an active role, Isotopes fuel the new consumable charges. Second, thanks to engineering complexes, the demand for fuel blocks has eased. This is particularly bad for nitrogen as industrial POS convert to engineering complexes. Now, with rainbow fuel for new structures, savvy industrialists will convert to the cheapest blocks available. And with that, we're going to wrap up our Prosper Market brief for Ascension. Remember to tune in on Fridays at 0400, that's Thursday night US time, on Twitch and YouTube for our deep dive every week. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Prosper Market Show. You can find us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and our blog at eveprosper.com. I have been your host, Lockefox, and this has been your Prosper Market Brief.